Hi, my name is Kevin, and I'm with the Las Vegas Kung Fu Academy. I'm the owner. And today I was going to show you guys how we're building our Judo subfloor. The Judo subfloor needs to be fast enough or stable enough so that you can move really easily. But if you have a spring system or a system where it absorbs impact underneath the floor itself, the whole floor gives when you throw or when you land. And it's a lot safer to practice Judo on mats with subfloors. So today I'm going to show you how we did it. I actually got this idea off of a website. I think it was Judo Info or something like that, where they showed another school that did this. So we stole the idea from them, and now we're putting it into our own school. So this is how we're building it. So this is what we're putting underneath the floor. It's I think it's called closed cell polyethylene. We actually ordered ours from a company called Wisconsin Foam, and they're found on the web at wifoam.com. And I think it's 2.2 pound polyethylene. It's similar to the material that you find in the swimming noodles. I actually considered trying to use those at one point, and maybe cutting them lengthwise and just laying them on the floor, because I don't know how much actual spring you really need for a floor. We already installed one of these floors previously, and so we already had experience with this, and that's why we did it this way again. I'm going to show you how much it compresses when I step on it. So if I were to step on this, it compresses, then it immediately rebounds. And so this is a really good material for rather than springs. This is actually 3 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches. And the approximate cost of this is about 40 cents per piece. Now that really depends on how many you ordered. We ordered a total of 400 for a room that is about 16 feet by 20 feet. And we're putting 33 of these under each 4x8 sheet of plywood. We actually double up on the plywood, and we put it in a grid system so that there's where the plywood meets and butts up against each other. The joints are, as you know, when you butt 2 pieces of wood together, the joint is where it's weakest. So what we try to do is we try to butt all the wood together, and then we overlap it and reinforce the joints and in such a way that there's no joint that is, there's no place on the subfloor where it's going to be weak. It's always going to be covered by a second board. Then we screw everything together, and then we put the mats on top of that. And so right now what we're doing is we're laying it out using a template that we drew up on a piece of paper, and we're marking the floor, and then we're putting these pieces down with a little bit of construction adhesive. We're using liquid nails, just a basic liquid nails, the construction one with the red label, and we're putting just a little bit on top. So our next step here is to put the plywood board onto this, onto what we laid down here, and that's what we're going to show next. Now we're just going to continue the process with all the boards and fill up the whole room. So the way that we overlap the subfloor is by cutting a piece that is half the width. So this is a full board 4x8 sheet, and this is just 2 feet wide. And so that way, when I lay the next 4x8 sheet over this, it will cover all the seams, and that way it'll make the subfloor a lot stronger. So Now, when I jump on the floor, hopefully you can see the whole floor give way. And that's going to disperse all the falling force over a big area, and it feels so much softer falling on this. I really don't like playing judo on any other surface really than this type of surface. So watch and see if you can see the whole floor flex when I jump. So that's my ultimate judo floor video, and the total cost for the project I think was under $600, about $300 for the plywood and about $300 for the individual foam pieces. Of course, the more foam you buy, the cheaper it's going to get. Now that cost doesn't include the actual mats, it's just the subfloor. And I hope that this video will help maybe another martial arts school owner, or maybe you're setting this up in your garage for garage training. And if you're willing to spend the money, you can have a really nice floor for falling. And so that's my ultimate judo floor.